Hello people, welcome to my review of the game which took place between us and Norwich City yesterday. Whoops, sorry about that, just adjusting my lens. But yeah, welcome to my review of the game which took place yesterday for a second time. Yes, I know, I tend to repeat myself, sometimes I stutter, I have that. But anyways, getting into the game, it was, in terms of performance, I think it was a decent performance. Not anything to write home about, but not too bad. I only think that certain players had bad games. But yeah, getting into the first half, I thought like we dominated the first half. We had chances, we just didn't put them away. Defensively, we were sound, except for a few mistakes from the likes of Batshuayi. But I'm gonna get into him later on. Individual performances, I think that Ampadu, he was good yesterday. If I was to rate him out of 10, I'd give him a 7 or 8 out of 10. He did make a few mistakes, but he is learning, so mistakes are key to learning. In his case, for me, David Luiz was okay as well. I'd give him a 7 or 8 out of 10 as well, maybe a 7 because he did get frustrated, he did get carried away, but it was his drive into the middle of the park which led to our first goal in the actual match. So fair play to him. I'll give him maybe a 7.5. Azpilicueta, what striker do you think we should sign? Oh, what striker do I think we should sign? I think that we should sign. To be honest, I think that we should sign Aubameyang. If Batshuayi does go to Dortmund, which he is apparently rumoured to go, he's apparently rumoured to go to Dortmund, then I think that we should get Aubameyang because it wouldn't make sense for him to go to Dortmund and then us to not get Aubameyang. But anyways, Azpilicueta, I'd give him an 8 out of 10. He was brilliant. He was brilliant yesterday. Few mistakes, but again, you can't expect a player to be perfect every game. Getting into the midfield, I thought the worst player in that midfield was I think it was Drinkwater. He did give the ball away a few times, but he was good in terms of going forward and getting shots off, and maybe distributing the ball on a few occasions. But other than that, he does need to improve. Do you think that we'll beat Barcelona with this current team? No. I seriously don't. I really don't, because this current team doesn't even look like they can play. They can play with each other, and we don't even seem to be able to bang in the goals. So that's a definite no. Drinkwater, I'd give him a 6 because he did make quite a load of mistakes. Some of them were costly, I guess. Maybe nah, I think a 6 is a bit harsh. I'd give him a 7 because he doesn't play a lot. Bakayoko, I'll give him a 7.5 as well because he steps his game up. He actually played well yesterday. I know that people are suspicious of Bakayoko, but give him time and he'll be brilliant. He'll be good. The two wing backs for me, Kennedy, easily our best player on the pitch. Created many chances. That nutmeg was absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Got an assist for Batshuayi. He was just brilliant, so I'd give him a 9. Zappacosta, less effective, but I'd give him a 7 because I think one thing that I saw from the game yesterday is that he just couldn't beat his man. I don't know why he couldn't beat his man, but he just couldn't beat his man. So yeah, I'd give him a 7 or maybe even a 6. I don't know. Now getting into the front three, I thought the worst player in that front three is Pedro. Pedro, silly decisions. He was good in the first half, but I don't know what happened to him in the second half. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think about that one down below. But I'm gonna have to give Pedro a 6 because his decision making in the final third on occasions, specific occasions, such as the dive, terrible dive. Not even convincing. I don't understand why he'd go down in the box anyway when he's nowhere near the keeper. And also a bad challenge. I can't remember who it was on, but I think that was in midfield. He got himself sent off, so terrible decision making from him. And that alone is my sole reason for giving him maybe a 6 or even a 5. I'm not sure. Willian, I'm gonna give him a 7. He was brilliant, but he just lacked the cutting edge, I guess. Batshuayi, Batshuayi, I'd give him an 8. He did try. He tried his hardest. He did try to lay the ball off. He held the ball up pretty well. He did lose the ball, but that's because he's not really confident. So I'd give him credit for that. Getting into the substitutions, there were 4 of them. Alvaro Morata. I thought I'd give Alvaro Morata a 7.5 because he was good. He had chances. He just didn't put them away, which is unlucky because he did move. His movement was good. He just couldn't get. The final touch was just lacking. Unfortunate for him. He should not have been. He should not have been sent off. That was never a red card. He's allowed to appeal a booking because, in my opinion, I think that when he went down in the box, you can argue that is a penalty. But for me, I think that Graham Scott was absolutely terrible. He was absolutely terrible yesterday. I would not, if he comes back to Stamford Bridge, then I hope that everyone boos him because he was just a terrible performance from him yesterday. Right, let me just adjust my phone. Who else? Who else was on the bench? Who else came off the bench? Christensen. I'd give him a 7. He didn't do much wrong. He didn't have much time to do much wrong anyway. But whenever he stopped counter attacks, which is obviously what the central centre back. Sorry, I can't speak today. Needs to do. So yeah, credit to him. The other 2 subs, Kante. Kante was brilliant. I'd give him an 8. 8 or even a 9. He's stopping attacks. He did commit a foul if I remember correctly, but you can't really blame him. But he was good yesterday. He did what he had to do. I thought that he'd get a rest, but we needed him. So fair play to Conte for bringing him on. And then the last substitution, Eden Hazard, scoring a winning penalty, brilliant for him. For me, I'm gonna have to give him a 9 as well. In terms of coming off the bench and making an impact, making a change to the game. For me, I'm gonna have to give him a 9 and even a 9.5 because he's brilliant. Unlucky not to score. He did create chances, which is what you expect of Eden Hazard. It's just that we lacked movement at times, which is why I've given certain players a rating as low as a 6. But anyways, those are my player ratings. Into the game, I didn't think that was the best performance ever, as I've clearly shown by my team, by my player ratings. But it was a performance which would give us confidence in the sense that we'd go on to Brighton and hopefully play much better than we did against Norwich City, sorry. But yeah, overall I'm happy. It went down to penalties, and yeah, to be honest, credit to Norwich. They gave us a very, 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 very good game. They didn't have many chances, but they did have chances. That's the point. But that's the beauty of the FA Cup, taking it all the way to penalties. I mean, a lower league side taking a Premier League side all the way to penalties. It's obviously not ideal for us Chelsea fans, but for a neutral, it's brilliant. Brilliant to have to tune into. Brilliant to watch. So fair play to Norwich. Good luck to them on the rest of their season. I'd love to see them get promoted because they're a very good side, and I remember when they beat United. That was sweet. At Old Trafford, I remember that. Classic. But anyways, that's not Chelsea. But yeah, that's my review. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you thought of the game and the performance. The performance is a bit dubious among certain people. So yeah, let me know what you think about it down below. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my preview for our forthcoming Premier League game against Brighton and Hove Albion. So yeah, see you all later and thank you all for watching.